Hi, this is Yaakov with a demo of the height and weight graphing feature of the My Baby Book Android application. The information I'm presenting here applies equally to the My Medical Records application as well, but the height and weight standards charts that are shown here are only shown for children up to 24 months old. By the way, you don't need to use the app, and you can do everything I'm doing more or less from the website baby.freehealthtrack.com. This demo is actually capturing the screen on a PC while using the website instead of doing a screencast from the phone, so you'll notice some slight differences like visible scroll bars, different selection method for the drop-down list, and a different date picker that you'll see on your phone or device, but functionally the website and application work the same. So let's get started. After I've created and activated an account and then signed in for the first time, I get this screen that you see here. In order to really use any features of this app or site, we need to add a child to track. We do that by clicking or touching the Select Child box at the top of the screen and selecting Add New. We then fill in all the fields including today's height and weight for the child, and we'll go back afterward to add historical data. So here I'm entering information for George, a boy who was born just a little less than 1 year ago on February 5th, 2012, and today, on January 22nd, 2013, is 30 inches tall and weighs 24 pounds. We then see the main summary screen for George, which really has no other data other than the information we just entered. However, by clicking the plus by each category allows me to enter new information for that category, but that will be left for a different video. Getting back to tracking height and weight, I'll now enter historical data for George from the time he was born. To do that, I click on the area of the summary screen showing the current height and weight, which brings me to the stats screen. On this screen, I can enter new observations for height and weight by clicking on the plus at the top right of the screen, or edit old information by clicking on one of the entries shown. So let's enter some new information. Let me start with George's birthday, February 5th, 2012. When he was born, he was 19 inches tall, and he weighed 7 pounds 12 ounces. I can enter the height with or without the double quote character at the end. I prefer leaving it off when I just enter inches. If you want to enter feet in inches, use the single quote for feet and double quote for inches. So 19 inches could be entered as 1 foot 7 inches. And weight, you can put in pounds and ounces, or just enter a fractional weight like 7.75 pounds, or just 7 space 12, or even 7 pounds and 12 ounces. Oops. After I enter the information, I hit save. A month later, on March 5th, George was 20 inches long and weighed 8 pounds 3 ounces. Now I'll stop the video and enter in just a couple more, and then I'll resume. We're back with just a few more data points. First, I want to point out that on the stats screen, you now see that only 5 of the latest observations are shown, and notice the little blue arrows by the date. Clicking on one of the arrows allows me to scroll back in time to see earlier observations and perhaps correct them. I can scroll all the way back to the first entry for George's birthday. Once I start scrolling back, you also see the little right blue arrow to scroll forward. Now let's get to the exciting part, the graphs. I click on the little multicolored graph icon next to the plus sign. I'm presented with a list of stats to graph along with the choices for height or weight charts. So let's look at the 4 charts. First height, then a height chart, followed by weight and a weight chart. Oops. We see there's a problem. George shrunk quite a bit at one point. So let's go back to the stats screen and see what that's about. On a PC, you'll actually get the date information so you can quickly find it. I see here it went from June at 26.5 inches to a height of 24 inches on July 18th. So let's correct that entry. I probably meant to enter 2 feet 4 or 28 inches. So let me fix that here. Let's go back to the chart. Much better. Now let's see how George compares to the standards in the height chart. At one time he started exceeding the 95th percentile, then went back inside between the 5th and 95th. Now let's look at weight and weight chart. So that's it. Check out the other videos for how to add additional stats to track besides height and weight. Thanks for watching.